Okay, people, this is on a very, very serious note. And I'm not talking about my hair, I'm not talking about the video game. This has nothing to do with any of that. This has to do with life in general. So, this is going out to all the addicts, all the people that have addiction problems. Now, I don't know if you're going to like what I've got to say because it is my opinion. None of this is, etched in stone. This is how I feel. This is my advice, my beliefs, my point, okay? So if it offends you, then it offends you. I'm entitled to speak my mind. And I'm tired of watching so many good people be strung out on dope. When I say dope, I mean heroin, crack, cocaine, meth, even pills. Okay? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay? I have lost a lot of people due to hard drugs. A friend of mine just buried her son yesterday because he overdosed. Um, I literally watch good people who look good and healthy turn into a bag of fucking bones. Okay? Some of you girls might think it's cute because you used to be fat. And now you're like, looking like a junkie, sweetie, is not cute. None of it's cute. It's not cute on a guy. It's not cute on a girl. Do you guys ever think about how it affects your friends and your family? Do you guys ever think about that? Probably not. I have been there. I have done hard drugs before. Never touched heroin. Never. But the other shit, I've done it more than once. I'm not going to say, I guess I can say I was an addict. Um, Whether you choose to turn to drugs to numb the pain, which you can't run from your demons, you can't run from your problems. It may numb the pain while you're fucking high. Oh, but there's no telling what you done went and did and got yourself into while you were high. When you come down, your problems are still there. And then sometimes you have bigger problems. Okay? I do not hate the people that do the drugs. Okay? I hate the addiction and I hate the drug. I don't hate the person. I pray for those people. Even though some people think, oh, they're fucking junkies, they don't need prayers. Yeah, they do, because they're fucking human beings. It's somebody's somebody. You know what I mean? There's somebody's son or daughter, and that's another thing. Do y'all not know what it does to your parents? No parent should have to bury their child. And thank the heavens above that I have not experienced that, nor do I want to experience that. Okay? But when you lose somebody to addiction, it's worse, man. I think it's worse because you have to sit there and watch them slowly kill and destroy themselves. Now, some of you think that there's nothing you can do. And see, I don't think that that's the case. If you are a parent and your child is addicted, grab your child and tie that motherfucker to a bed. I just don't think, look, I think there's people you can talk to if you have problems. I don't think you should turn to drugs. Yes, I smoke pot. some people have said, oh, well, you know, that's an addiction too. Well, I'm not addicted to it. My body does not crave it. My body does not fucking irk and jerk, and I don't get sick. And I don't think you can be addicted to weed. Okay? Seriously. And I don't think addiction is a disease. I honestly to God think addiction is a fucking choice. The people that say addiction is a disease are the motherfuckers wanting to make an excuse for it. Okay? It's not a disease. It's not. Okay? You choose to do your drugs. You choose to pick up that bottle of alcohol. You choose to eat that handful of pills. You choose to put a needle in your motherfucking arm. People don't choose to wake up and have cancer. You don't choose to be born with Down syndrome. You don't choose to... Those are fucking diseases, man. A disease is not a choice. You don't choose to have a disease. Okay? That's why I say addiction is not a fucking disease. It's a fucking choice. Because you choose to pick that pipe up. You choose to do those drugs. You don't choose to get fucking cancer. You don't choose that. When you go to the grocery store, you choose what food you want to eat. When you go to the drug dealer, you choose what drug you want to use. Do you understand? I just can't. I can't. Look, there's too many babies being born addicted. You shouldn't be born addicted to any fucking thing. They're addicted to it because their mother chose to do drugs while she was pregnant. Okay? When I was pregnant with my kids, I chose to stop smoking weed. I chose to not smoke cigarettes. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? There's going to be multiple videos about this because I am on one today. Okay? Because I have a friend of mine who's making every fucking excuse in the fucking world of why it's cool to surround yourself with people who choose to be drug addicts. Okay? First step to recovery is to admit that you have a problem. Okay? That's an easy thing to do. Second step to recovery is to remove yourself from the environment that is surrounding you with the means to feed your addiction. That's the hardest thing. That second step is the hardest thing to do for people. I don't know why. You choose to live or you choose to die. It's your choice. Ah! There again. What's the word of the day? Choices. You choose. Look, I'm not certified. I'm not a professional. I don't get paid for this. Nothing, okay? Coming from somebody who was addicted to drugs, I walked away from it. Was it hard? Yeah, it was. But you know what? I chose to live. I chose to give my kids a better life. I chose to be a better person, okay? I didn't want to be around those people. I don't like that lifestyle. It's not my lifestyle. And a lot of people get offended when I tell them, I don't want to be your friend because we don't have the same lifestyle. Do you understand? I'm not going to affiliate myself with things that I don't approve of. Because as far as I'm concerned, I feel that all heroin dealers, everybody that deals this shit, I think you ought to be knocked upside your fucking head. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you can't blame the dealer, blame the addict. Well, if the dealer didn't have what the addict craves, and I get it, because I've sold it too. I've sold drugs. I get it. And I'm not, I've done it. Dude, I've sold drugs to a pregnant woman, okay? Okay? I'm not proud of it. I'm not going to say I'm ashamed of it. Because you know what? I had to take care of my kids. That wasn't my baby. And at that point in time, I was a totally different person. Now, I would never do nothing like that. Was I also using too? Yeah, I was. And I'm not proud of a lot of things I've done. But it was a choice. It was a choice. Every bit of it was a choice. Every last bit of it. And I can sit and make up every excuse in the world why I did this and why I did that. And I did do that. I did make excuse after excuse after excuse. And you know what? At the end of the day, there is no fucking excuses for why you do what you do. For why you pick up a fucking pipe. For why you do this. For why you do that. Because it doesn't. Sometimes it makes it worse. You know? And sometimes people turn to that because they're alone. They don't have nobody. And trust me, I get it. And I am not judging anybody by no means. I am not the one to judge. Only the good Lord above can do that. And you know what? At the end of the day, when it comes time for all of us to face our Maker, he the hell is not going to be worried about what the hell you did or what they did. They're going to be worried about what I done. What I done as a person. What I done as a human being. Okay? So, I get it. Some of you are probably going to get angry over this video. And it's highly understandable. You're entitled to that. But just know that you're loved. You are loved. Life is not that bad. And if it is that bad, man, you can get through it without that. You really can. Now, I have prayed, and I have prayed, and I am not a religious person, and I am not a perfect person. But as y'all know, I have dealt with some crazy shit these past 6 months with the kids across the street. I don't know if the prayers got to them or the actions that other people have done. But now all them kids do right now is smoke weed, as far as I know. They're listening to music right now. That doesn't bother me. I'm not a Karen. I'm not a little busybody. I'm about to cry. They are listening to stuff. Those kids made a choice to stop living the life that they were living. And it took one of their friends ODing to do it. I don't know if their friend lived or died. Haven't seen that. I don't know which person it was that had to go to the hospital. But I know ever since then, shit's been calm over there. Very, very calm. And some people would think that they're not even worth wasting your energy over. But at the end of the day, they're just kids. They're in their 20s, man. And they really can't help it because they're a product of their environment. Because her mom did nothing but party and did hella drugs and had people in and out of that house constantly. And that's all that girl knows. So that's the life she's living. Now you got me over here. Let's watch that little girl grow up. And it breaks my heart. I had to get into it with her. I just flat out fucking told him how I felt. And then I pray. I just pray for them. Because they're kids, man. They're too young to be going down that path. And I know sometimes you are a product of your environment. And I'm just all over the place. I'm sorry. My emotions are everywhere. I'm probably not making sense. I don't have a script. I just say what comes to my mind. No, I'm not high. I haven't hit the bong, haven't smoked a joint, haven't done shit yet. Sitting here drinking my coffee. A lot of shit hits home for me, okay? Because my oldest grandson, he was adopted. My ex-daughter-in-law's sister is his mother. And this was like her fifth kid. She's currently on her 7th. She has custody of 0 of her kids. And 5 out of the 6 kids were born addicted to something. And I'm not just talking about weed. I don't ever down weed. Ever. I don't. People might say, oh, you're a hypocrite because, fucking weed, you can be addicted too. And we've had this conversation. We had to start a conversation with a friend of mine. And the way I look at it is motherfuckers just want to make excuses to justify the shit that they do. But anyway, not getting sidetracked. My grandbaby, no, he's not my blood, but he is my grandbaby. And he'll tell you I'm his nana. His mom was on meth when she was pregnant with him. Now, thank God he didn't have bad withdrawals. But does he have some issues? Yes, he does. He sure does. Are they going to hold him back from anything? I don't think so. Thank God that they're not that bad. But he does have some issues because of the drug usage while his mom was pregnant. And then my ex-daughter-in-law adopted another one of her sister's babies. Now that baby went through withdrawals because she was on heroin. Yeah, she did heroin to throw herself into labor. So that baby was born with addictions, and he's such a beautiful little boy. He's over a year old now. And they're not going to know if there's anything wrong with that baby until he gets older. Same as we didn't know with my grandson until he got older. And now we just found out that she is pregnant once and again on her 7th fucking kid. Why the state doesn't do something about that, I don't know. I just don't know. She looks like shit. She is young and looks horrible. She thinks she's hot, but she's not. She looks like shit. So now she's got another baby in her belly. She's still continuing to do drugs. And what's the fucking state do about it? Not a damn thing. They don't do shit about nothing. So, I'm here to tell you this one. The government fed your addiction. They made sure that you turned into something. Years ago, they was passing out pills like it was fucking candy. Everybody got hooked on pills. Then the pills, boom, overnight went away. Then you got all these motherfucking junkies like, so then, boom, overnight, heroin everywhere. Cheap as fuck. Do you know that a lot of people do the harder drugs because, it's cheaper than weed? It's cheaper than this, it's cheaper than that. And a lot of people do that shit because it comes out of your system in a couple of days, where weed stays in your system. So a lot of people that have good jobs or job period, they're doing dope or pills because it goes out your system in a few days. And I guarantee the states that have weed legal, whether it be medicinal or recreational, I guarantee their overdose fucking rate has gone to fuck down. I bet the people that do fucking hard drugs, I bet it's gone down. It's not a good thing to do. It takes your life away from you. It destroys you. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy. It's a choice, dude. It's a choice. But I just want to pray for everybody out there. For anybody that has ever lost a loved one to addiction. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know your pain. May not be the exact same pain. Trust me, I know that pain. I've lost a lot of good people. A lot of people. Some family members. My cousin, who I did not know this about because the family kept it hush hush. Because Lord forbid they didn't want to get shamed. Because what? My mom, who's supposed to be the trashiest fucking bunch of the family, what? Her three misfit daughters went hooked on shit. It's not always the fucking the scum people or the poor people. Sometimes it is the richy rich people. Okay? Just because somebody is rich doesn't mean that their home life is better. My cousin, rest in peace, he OD'd after he had been clean for over a year. And then he went back into the environment because he thought he could do it. And he didn't make it. He OD'd and he died. It was heartbreaking because I didn't even know that my cousin had a problem because my family wanted to keep it a fucking secret because they're so fucking ashamed and they don't want people to know. And they're probably going to give me fucking shit for making this video, which I doubt it because they don't fucking watch me because they don't care. My cousin, my other cousin, which is the sister of my cousin that OD'd and died, she had been in fucking rehab because she was doing heroin years ago, like fucking 13 years ago. And family kept that hush hush too. And then here's the excuse of, well, the guy that she was with, he got her to do it. Well, that might be a possibility, but you choose to do the shit. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But everybody wanted to hang me from the trees because I smoke pot. I should go to hell because I smoke pot. But shh, let's not talk about your cousins. Shh. See what I mean? That's just fucking bullshit. I got some issues. And for those of you who have continued to pay attention to this video and have held on this long, thank you. Thank you so much. I know I'm everywhere, but I really do have points to make. Do not be ashamed if you have a friend or a family member that is an addict, okay? Never be ashamed of it. Don't be like, shh, there's nothing wrong with them, and make excuses. If you have a loved one or a friend or whatever that is an addict, be a good friend to them. Try to get them out of the environment that they are in. Try to give them other things to occupy their time. Me, I'm the queen of weed. So if you have an addiction problem to hard drugs or pills, I know some people's going to say, oh, well, you can't just feed one addiction and starve the other and do this and do that. Well, motherfucker, I would rather you smoke fucking weed than do fucking dope. And you know what? I will not be with anybody that is on hard drugs. I will not be with anybody that has not been clean for at least 2 years. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm not going to be with anybody that's ever done drugs because, well, that's just impossible. Look, I have been single for 5 months. I'm going to continue to be single by choice because my ex taught me a very good lesson, and he woke me up and made me realize what my worth is. I know my value. I know my potential. I know everything. And I am not going to settle for anything less than what I deserve. And if that means that I am going to be single for who knows how long, then that's how it's going to be. Because I just ain't got time. I ain't got time for this shit. Too fucking old. Some of you are too fucking old to be doing that dope game. I mean, I don't want to point any fingers out, but you know what, man? My fucking brother, he's off on that shit. And he's OD'd on that shit before. He just keeps doing the stupid shit. And he looks like shit. It makes you look like shit. It will take somebody who is fine as fuck and turn him into a, what the fuck are you? Seriously. Do you look at yourself in the mirror? Some motherfuckers like, yeah, but when I'm on dope, man, the sex is fire. Then I don't need your sex if you have to be high to function. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it, don't want it. I'm addicted to coffee. Now, I ain't gonna lie about that. I am addicted. I crave it. I want it. I know what addiction feels like. I know how hard it is. I know. Trust me, I know. But if you definitely want help out and you can't afford therapy, you can't afford fucking a rehab or whatever, and you just need somebody who's not going to judge you or whatever, hit me up. I will help you as much as I possibly can. I promise. I will. But I don't give people 3 strikes and you're out. It's not, oh, okay, you fucked up, we'll do it again. Oh, no. Nope. I learned my lesson. You get one chance with me and one chance only. And if you fuck that up, that's your fault, not mine. But just know that people who do have addiction problems, a lot of them feel unloved and unwanted. So instead of kicking them to the curb, show them that you give a fuck. No matter if they make excuses, no matter if they try to bend it around to where, you know, it's justifiable for them. Stay in their ass. Piss them off. Get on their fucking nerves. Put that shit on their Facebook. Let their fucking friends know. I won't tolerate it. When I tell people can't handle me and people ain't ready for me, dude, I'm being dead fucking serious. It takes a special kind of motherfucker to accept me at my 100, at me, being me. Not faking the fucking front. Not trying to be like, oh, this is what you like. Nope. And I'm all over the place. And look, I'm gonna hit my fucking pen. I'm sorry. I'm not addicted. I will tell you the hardest thing that I've ever had to quit in my life was cigarettes. I'm serious. I walked away from the crack. I walked away from the cocaine. I never liked meth. I've done it a few times. I just don't like it. I've ate the shit out of pills. I've drank. But the hardest thing was cigarettes. Hardest fucking thing. Not really. Cigarettes was hard. But when I got off coke, when I got off that shit, that was a lot. You know what? I'm going to make another video. And I'm going to explain. So people know that I'm not just some uppity Karen, which I hate that word. That word's so stupid. Everybody just needs to quit being so basic. But I'm going to make another video. I'm going to make multiple videos because my channel is random. And I'm so sorry that this video is so long and I'm off track. Maybe if I'd have been fucking high, it'd have been better. No, I'm just kidding. But marijuana's where it's at. Mary Jane will save your life, baby.